Okay, here is the real reason why you cannot get away from your narcissist ex and why they laugh at your boundaries. You ready? I'm gonna make things nice and simple. Get a pad and paper, get ready to take some notes here. You can't speak how you don't feel. Every time you've tried with that narcissist ex to try and hold boundaries, they know deep inside you don't mean it. Why don't you mean it? You might think you do, you might want to, but when you feel weak on the inside, when you feel weak on the inside, you're gonna speak weak on the outside. It doesn't matter what you know. It doesn't matter what you can do. If you can't control your emotions, you know nothing. So if your communication, you're trying to hold these boundaries is weak communication, and they know by the way you're saying or the patterns in the past where you just keep bending over and over again, that's why they walk all over it. That's why they don't take your boundaries seriously. If you really want to address that, you first have to start feeling good about you. If you don't feel good about you, how are you going to hold boundaries with other people? If your sense of worth is dependent upon who's in your life or not in your life, how are you gonna hold those boundaries? Think about it. It's just like in classic corporate America, right? How many people do you know that settle for crappy jobs? They might say they want a raise, they might ask for a raise, but when it comes down to it, they settle for pitiful pitiful funds. They settle for a pitiful compensation because deep inside they don't feel like they're deserving of that higher outcome. That's why that boss keeps walking over them. Oh yeah, we'll give you a raise next year. We'll look at you again. Unless you actually speak with real conviction, where that person knows you mean it, they're just going to walk all over you. It's the same thing with your narcissist ex. They know you don't really mean it. They know you can't hold to it. If you want to be able to hold to it, you first have to feel good about you. Now think about also, just like in classic corporate America, if you wanted to feel really great about your ability to get a better job so you can actually hold to your boundaries and you can actually say you want more monetary compensation, the way for them to actually believe you and know it's real is because you've upgraded yourself. You've gone back to school, you've done some kind of mentorship, you've done things to upgrade yourself so you feel great about you in your career life. Here's my question for you. Have you done that in your personal life? Obviously not. That's why you keep settling for entry-level jobs in your personal life. Does that make sense? Not complicated. If you really want to stop these people, you have to be able to speak in the way you feel. If you want to speak in the way you feel, you have to address that for what it is. It's a muscle, a different kind of muscle, your emotional muscles. If you don't address that, you're just going to keep saying weakened things that really don't have any real umph to them. Anyway, that's it. Hope you enjoyed today's little session. Really, at the end of the day, to stop these people from wasting your time and energy, it's not complicated. Never forget, you can't attract and keep the right people until you make it impossible for the wrong people. If you want to make it impossible for the wrong people, you have to address your emotional core and feel great about you. Have a great day. Happy New Year.